It means they were assaulting me in a nutshell. Then they started to inquire, where is Cedric, the chief of staff? They started to ask my brother, do you see what is happening on TV? Then my brother said to them, no, I hardly watch television. They were driving 3 cars, one BMW and one Ford SUV and the Kumbi. Then they demanded my brother as to he must take them to show where I was. And my brother said he think I'm at a nearest estate. Then they forced him against his will. They dragged him down from that floor. They dragged him to the cars, assaulting him again, forcing him to go and show where I was after they finished searching the house. Then they went to the estate where I was, and unfortunately to them, they could not gain access. Then they had to drive back to drop my brother. And on the way, they are saying they cannot come all the way from KZN for nothing. We must get the chief of staff. And when the brother is asking, what is it going on? Why you want him? Why are you assaulting me? Then they said, we are here. We are being sent by the National Commissioner, General Masimula, to come and look for the chief of staff. Then they went back to my flat where they dropped my brother in pain, terrified, traumatized. That is when he got a chance to contact me. Then he relayed the story that what happened. And he was very traumatized, terrified, the way he was assaulted by police wearing balaclava. And I advised him to go to the hospital, of which he did. And the next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, the very same police officers with the very same cars, they were at the Minister Mchunu's official residence. They were there at the gate of Minister Mchunu's residence. And then they parked there trying to gain entry. And then when we arrived there, they were gone. And when we asked the police at the main gate, what are those police want or wanted? Then they confirmed that, no, they were here looking for Minister Senzo Mchunu. Unfortunately, they could not gain access. And I contacted my lawyers about the incident because I started to fear for my life. I contacted my lawyers about this incident. Then my lawyers contacted or engaged an ad hoc committee in Parliament, which is sitting as we speak, to report this harassment and intimidation, because I'm one of the witnesses in that process. Then, coincidentally, the National Commissioner is present today in the ad hoc committee. And the evidence leader had to engage the National Commissioner about what my lawyers relate to them. And the evidence leader came back to my lawyers and said, the National Commissioner confirmed that, yes, indeed, he knows that those police officers with balaclavas, even though he never mentioned like that, I know those police, they were there to execute search and seizure warrants because they are looking to get our mobile phones and our laptops so that they can get evidence. They can start downloading them. So those mobile phones belonging to myself, the Chief of Staff, and the mobile phones for the Minister Senzo Mchunu. So now the National Commissioner is clarifying the visit of those police that he knows. So it means they were correct when they were saying he's the one who sent them. Now this turn of events is not only confusing, but also surprising. As we were giving impression on the 6th of July, when General Mchunu had that media briefing, we had an impression that they do have evidence. Now, from the 6th of July until today, after so many months, they still had to get search warrants and get our mobile phones. They still do their witch hunt, phishing. It means it was not correct that they do have evidence. The question is, what was the rush of that media briefing if they do not have evidence? What was an agent to call that media briefing? So now we are preparing to go and present ourselves to Madlanga Commission. We are preparing to go and present ourselves to an ad hoc committee. And while we busy preparing, and our days are about to come, this harassment is starting, this intimidating is starting. Our gadgets now have to be seized. The very same gadgets that contain evidence that we are going to use during Madlanga Commission and ad hoc committee in Parliament. So the question is, the timing is questionable. Isn't it that they want to remove the evidence from our gadgets? Because we've got a very, very valuable evidence that we want to present in the commission and ad hoc committee. Now, General Masimula, General Mchunu, they are busy there in ad hoc committee. At the same time, they are sending police to come and harass us so that they can remove our gadgets with our evidence while we are also preparing to appear in that commission. So the timing is questionable. So I am arranging with my lawyers to engage with both the Madlanga Commission and the Parliamentary Ad hoc Committee for these gadgets to be ordered and handed over and kept safe until our appearance. Because we are now see that evidence containing those gadgets are now at risk to be removed. Under these circumstances, I appeal to the National Commissioner for the police to respect the ongoing process which was established by the President and Parliament. As a law-abiding citizen, I am available in any due processes because I've got nothing to hide. I've committed no crime, including subjecting myself to any investigation. Should the police want to get hold of me in the process of their investigations, can it be a search and seizure? It will have to be done through my lawyers. Because I don't trust them, I don't feel safe, and with everything that has been said, and with all desperation to link myself and the minister in any wrongdoing, I don't trust them to come without my lawyer. If they come to search and seizure anything, I want my lawyer to be present. So I'm appealing to the National Commissioner to engage my lawyer if they want to come and conduct their search or even an arrest if they've got any evidence against me, of which I doubt. That's what I instructed my lawyers to do, to engage the Office of the National Commissioner, to relay the same frustration and also to relay my instruction to my lawyers that I am available, but through my lawyers. And I want to tell South Africans that should anything happen to me, the National Commissioner, General Masimula, will be responsible. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kamide. Here. We're told that there's reportedly another search happening this morning, or rather this afternoon, at the home of the Deputy National Commissioner, Shajik Sabia. Do you believe that the subsequent searches that took place at the home of the Minister and your flat, as well as the Centurion home today, are all linked to the efforts to link you to wrongdoing in the allegations that are currently being probed before the Mchunu Commission? And of course, I'm sure you've said that you're going to appear before these various committees. There already have been several allegations that have been laid out that place you quite close to this individual, Brian Mufotsi, who is said to be an alleged associate. I'm sure you could give us a few bits of your sentiments without sharing much of your defense that you'll put before the Mchunu Commission regarding that evidence that is placed before the Mchunu Commission as well as the ad hoc committee.
What I can say, without going into details of the merits of the case or merits of allegations, what I can say, we are ready and we are eager to go and give our side of the story. And when we go there, the picture will be different altogether, because the minister have done nothing wrong. He's never committed any crime, neither myself. I've never committed any crime. Whatever I did in that office, I did it as a chief of staff in my tower of duty without any motive behind. We are going to have any evidence to prove that the picture is going to totally different with what is being presented there. And I'm not even surprised that now they are busy with search and seizures. So it means that media briefing was prematurely. They were supposed to gather their evidence and come with their concrete evidence against us. Now they are busy with witch hunt and fishing because they are now desperate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. from Newsroom Africa. Following the two visits by the police at your residence and that of the Minister Mchunu, my question is, have you been in contact with Minister Mchunu? Did you guys speak? What did you have to say following that? And I know that we're not able to enter his premises, but have you been in contact with the minister? Or?
Yes, he was shocked as I, that these people all along, they are saying they've got evidence. We were shocked that they are even now starting their investigation to try and link us. Of it, they won't even find anything in those mobile phones because we did nothing wrong. But Minister Mchunu is also ready to go to the commission.
Sorry, can I just add one last question? Are you able to give us an idea of what this internal battle is really about within the police, its operations, and the Ministry of Police? Where's the disconnect? Why are we seeing such a divide between this particular, I guess, for lack of a better term, faction of the police, and of course you together with the minister? Where was the disconnect that triggered this fallout that we're seeing in front of the nation?
That is exactly the full picture you and the South Africans are going to get when we go and testify in the Madlanga Commission, because we do have our side of the story. We also know what is really going on.
Salisokoba from Eyewitness News. I mean, I know obviously, I see obviously how you're answering the questions, that you don't want to reveal a lot. You will obviously want to reveal it when we get to the Makanga Commission. But I just want to speak about, you talked about your safety and how you don't trust the police. Now, you obviously have a bit of history in the police. You used to work for IPID. So can you just maybe, if you can you just maybe give us a brief bio of you as a professional and how you got to where you are right now? But secondly, just maybe speak to us more around how this institution that you used to work for, now you have to come here, and actually, do you feel like you coming here is the best way of protection, to come out and say, if anything happens to me, this person is responsible? Do you feel that this was your last resort? So those are just my two questions for now, your bio and you not feeling safe.
I think just to add on, so you can answer the same question, was about Mchunu's allegations that you were not qualified for your position and you didn't even know what a chief of staff was. Can you just speak to that as well, and how you felt hearing that and what you have to say about that?
I was very much prepared to answer that, what General Mchunu has alluded, because that was not true. That was blatant lie. I think he just have personal vendetta against me to tarnish my name, because I joined the police 2004. I grew up in ranks where I joined the detectives, and subsequently I was promoted to the IPID. It was ICD then, as a captain, a senior investigator. And while I'm there, I studied my national diploma in policing, and subsequently I studied and completed my BTech degree in policing. And subsequently on that, I was promoted to be an assistant director. Then when I left IPID in 2018, September, I left IPID as an assistant director. And after that, I went private, where I was heading a forensic as a manager in different banks. And when Minister Mchunu nominated me to get appointed as a chief of staff, I was employed. I was a head of forensic in a certain bank, which I'm not gonna reveal the name of the bank because I don't want to drag their name here. But I was the head of forensic in a managerial level, which Minister Mchunu nominated me. And also I want to emphasize that Minister has no role in appointing. This is a private office where he's got a privilege in terms of ministerial handbook to nominate people that he trusts to work in his private office. Once he nominates you, every process is done by HRM. They follow all HRM processes, screening processes, as well as DPSA processes. Where I do qualify, I even more than qualify. With my experience and with my BTech degree, the minimum requirement to become a chief of staff, which is a chief director, a minimum requirement is a degree. I do possess a BTech degree in policing. And with my experience, and why General Mchunu was emphasizing that Minister Mchunu found me unemployed, he was trying to push a narrative that I did not have a continuous experience with the managerial experience. He wanted me to end as an assistant director without me continuing with my experience in the private sector as a head of forensic, which I do qualify with a number of years of experience, a number of years as a supervisor, a number of years as a manager, with my qualification as a BTech degree in policing. And interestingly, just to cover that, which I'm still gonna talk about in an ad hoc committee, the very same General Mchunu was a very close friend of mine. party together, come to my house, go to his house. A very close friend of mine. And when I was employed in a private sector, General Mkhonazi knew where I was working. He used even to come to my workplace to visit me. He used to attend our NDF functions, that he knows where I was working. But now, because of desperate move to tarnish my name, he come and blatantly lie that Minister Mchunu found me unemployed, of which he knows very well. So that is what the situation is.
Fearing for your life.
And about fearing for my life, and myself, I am a seasoned and a career police officer. I know the field. And I know in the situation like this, a policeman plus or minus 15 come with balaclava. Why are they hiding themselves? Because there are instances, in my experience, where the police come and plant drugs in your house and pretend as if that drugs was found on you. I know the experience as a police officer myself, where in some instances they can plant a firearm and shoot you, pretending as if you shot them. So the fearing of my life, it comes in that line that why a police officer wearing a balaclava? Why do you hide yourself if you're coming to do a legitimate police work? Because you don't hide yourself. You introduce yourself, you produce your search warrant, you do your work. It means if you hide yourself with balaclavas, there's something untowards.
Mr. Mchunumedia, you just made serious allegations here of police planting and killing people extrajudicial. Are these things you've ever reported anyway? Because these are serious allegations you're making.
What I'm saying, through my experience as a police officer, these are instances that they get reported. And also, as an IP'd officer as well, those were cases that were always on our desk to investigate, as we were investigating the police. So those are things that I've got experience with.
Sorry, Mr. Kabita, can you confirm which gadgets were taken from your flat while you were not there? And it may be argued that you may say that the evidence could be planted or removed, but it may be argued that the information in those gadgets is crucial to their case. Are you able to elaborate what the gadgets were that were taken, and what do you think is inside them that they wanted to get their hands on?
I'm still yet to go there. I never gone there as yet.
Okay,
I'm
Mr.
still yet to
Mchunumedia,
go there.
Also, just on your time at IPID, can you just give us clarity? Did you leave IPID or were you fired? And what was your relationship like with your then boss, Robert McBride?
When I leave IPID, I left IPID with a voluntary resignation. We entered into a settlement agreement. And then when we entered into a settlement agreement, where in any organization there will be sometimes a disagreement or even fights. So we had a fallout at some stage where that page is closed through a settlement agreement.
So it's something you can't speak about?
It is closed now because through a settlement agreement, it's part of our provision and clause that we entered now into this settlement agreement, we leave everything behind.
I just want to confirm about your rape last night in Forest Village. So did you open a case and did you provide the case number?
I advised my brother to go and get the medical examination so that he will get a medical evidence in preparation to register that case. I'm yet going to follow up if the case number is registered. But I can confirm the case will be registered of assault, intimidation, and kidnapping.
But for now, no cases.
For now, I am yet, because he was still busy with the doctor. I'm still yet to check with him.
Kidnapping.
Yes.
The lawyers, have they communicated with SAPS regarding this procedure that took place and whether it's linked to any ongoing investigation that the National Commissioner or the provincial SAPS may be working on? Do you have any inkling as to what it's linked to? Because we are seeing now there is the case of Sibiya as well, where we saw a search and seizure allegedly taking place at the home today, and you're saying 2 took place, and we know that all 3 of you are named in these allegations. Are these linked? What do your lawyers know about these particular search and seizure instances or warrants, if that is the case?
Yeah, by the confirmation of the National Commissioner, he did confirm that through evidence leader in an ad hoc committee that he know about search and seizure warrant to myself and the minister. They never mentioned Sibiya, that so that they can seize our gadgets so that they can continue with their investigation. Obviously, it's investigation pertaining to the current situation.
Sorry, can I just ask, and not the location, but where's your flat? Is it here in Johannesburg or Durban or?
In Johannesburg.
Okay, that's all. That's all. That's what I was just.
And how did you know that these police came from KZN?
That what they said.
That's what
They
they
said we cannot go all the way from KZN for nothing. It means they will leave not stone unturned until they found me. Maybe to really assault me because they assaulted the wrong person, thinking it's me. Maybe if it's me, it might be more than an assault. That is why I'm telling the public that anything happened to me, Masemola, the National Commissioner, General Masemola, as the one who sent these people, these police to us, he will be responsible.
Do you have any relationship with Brown Mahoti, sir? Do you have any relationship with Brown Mahoti?
No, I don't have any relationship. Brown Mahoti is one of the guests, like any other guest, come and visit the minister. And as the person who's responsible arranging those meetings, then I know him. He arranged those meetings through me, like any other guest.
So the insinuation or allegation from Mkhwanazi that this was an alleged close associate of the police minister, do you know anything about that having any merit?
No, it does not have any merit, but we will divulge more when we get to the commission and ad hoc committee. But Brown Mahoti is not a close associate to the minister. He's a person that he knows like any other person. As a guest come to see him, and also known as an NC person, comrade from Northwest.
You mentioned that you are fearing for your life. After speaking with the police minister, does he have, is he echoing the similar sentiments because of the harassment that you faced?
Remember, we cannot compare myself and the minister because the minister enjoys protection.
So are you? Thank you. Are you currently on leave too? From your, are you currently on paid leave?
No, I'm not on leave.
What's your status?
I'm still employed as a chief of staff of Minister Mchunu, and then acting Minister Kachala arrives, and then he then with a mutual agreement, me and him, that I need to focus on this Madlanga commission. Then I will not have much time to deal with an office work. Then he had to no other option but to get someone who will then resume my duties. But I'm still a chief of staff in the Ministry of Police.
And lastly, is this press conference just the last resort to safeguard your life, and was it sanctioned by the police minister or your employer to address the media regarding this sensitive developments in your life?
No, it's my own initiative.
Clarity. So the raid at your residence was yesterday, last night. The ministers, well, they couldn't get entry, but it was this morning.
In the minister's house, official resident, it was this morning at 7 o'clock in the morning.
24 hours late.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Can I see a picture of your statement?
Oh, this one.
This one, yeah.